Alright, we're back with our Mummy-athon. And this time we have another horror hammer classic. 1964's The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. This film has something in common with the last. Barely any mummy. Barely any mummy. To like the last 20 minutes, I want to say? Alright, this is our second mummy movie by Hammer. And surprisingly, we get a whole new mummy. We get a whole new mummy, a whole new character. Also, another thing that's new about this, a shocking change of pace. The Egyptian dude, which we all think is going to be some kind of high priest or whatever, is not evil. He's actually a good guy. He's an honorable man. Alright, we're doing some new things in here. We're doing some new things. The opening is pretty shocking. It's the first time we get that kind of violence on screen for one of these movies. I mean, in all the other movies, most of the violence is just implied or strangulation. But here we get like this full-on hand chopping off scene, and it's so odd and uncomfortable. And like I said before, it takes some time for the mummy to pop up. So a good chunk of the film is spent on this love triangle, and it doesn't work. I didn't feel any real chemistry between these actors. To be fair, it kind of makes sense at the end because there's a kind of a big twist, but even with that twist, I still didn't fully like it. The movie plays with Egyptian mythology again. The mummy this time is Ra, but he isn't like the god. He's not the god Ra or Amen Ra. He's just some prince. And that's really it. He's just some prince. Then the movie tries to do this whole Cain and Abel element. Okay, no, it's not really it's not really an element. It's literally just Cain and Abel if it happened in ancient Egypt. That's really all the mummy and the main villain is. The mummy is Abel, and the true villain of the film is Cain. I didn't get it. There's so much cool things you can pull from Egyptian mythology, and you can do something from the Bible. Fine, you can do it. You can do it. The movie tries tackling the debate on the ethics of archaeological digs and bring mummies and to such to museums, but it was all salty with the only American character being the greedy business tycoon, the Egyptian who just wants his culture to be respected, doesn't want this big giant show. But of course, the British are good. The British are just there for the education and for the science and for the understanding of history. The American just wants to make profit. Played by Fred Clark, who gives the best performance in the entire film. He's so slimy and nasty and money hungry, but he kind of loops right back around to being fun and entertaining. Like, he is putting so much effort into his performance. It's like, it's just fun. He's just mean, but it's fun. Kind of sad though, because at the very end of his character, they show that he's not all bad. Like, he has some redeeming qualities, and you think, okay, he's gonna have some kind of big character moment. He's gonna turn a new leaf. But no, he dies. He dies so quickly. He's the first one to go, I think. The mummy design in this film is such a downgrade from the '59 film, from Karloff, even kind of to what they did to Lon Chaney there at the end. The costume looks so stiff. The actor looks like he can barely move in there, and you can clearly tell. It looks like a mask. It doesn't look like prosthetics or makeup. It just looks like a big mask that they paper mache to his face. Also, this mummy is actually supposed to be sympathetic. Like, he is the full victim in this scenario, or at least it's his backstory. So why would you cover up his eyes? You can have the actor looking sad and sympathetic. You can think he's just a monster till you look into his eyes and you see that he's scared and sad and whatnot. Alright, besides the end where the mummy comes to life and attacks everybody, which has some good action, some good moments. The rest of the film just feels kind of a bit of a letdown. All but two of the main characters are stale. The script feels like it's stalling at times because we get the whole big opening of the film. We spend some time on this boat, going to England, or where they're setting up the museum for the mummy, and then the mummy comes to life. Probably not describing, but it's not like 4 acts, but it's like, alright, you can mostly chop out that scene in the boat, and you can chop out some in this in the center, and you can have more room for the mummy. You can have more room for our villain, our main character. But I don't know. I don't get it. This is my first time watching this film, and I was hoping to really love it. And well, not bad. I'm probably making it sound more bad than I really thought it was. It's just it wasn't entertaining. Just wasn't entertaining. I don't know. I think like I said, it's probably the acting for me. It didn't click. The actors didn't click together. And when the actors don't click together, you don't really buy, well, a lot of it. But yeah, time to put this movie down. I don't think I'll ever watch this again. If I do, it's probably to see if my mind changed on it. But like the last movie, this one is also available free. This movie is also available for free on Tubi. So catch it while you can. If you want to see it, prove me wrong. And you think this movie is a great classic, put it down below in the comments to let me know. Alright, so the next film coming up, if we actually get to it, if I actually finish it, is actually one of my favorite films growing up. I used to watch this VHS all the time. So see us next time, next day, or a week for The Mummy's Shroud. See cups. Beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up. You're still here? You're actually still here at the end of the video? Oh, I'm surprised. Thank you for staying for the whole thing. If you have a few more seconds of your time, if I could, can you scroll down to that description and hit that little button that takes you over to my Twitch? I stream there almost every day. We play horror games, action games, and visual novels. So, if you don't mind, if you like what I do here, if you can stand my annoying voice here, follow me on Twitch and we can hang out some more. Alright, hope to see you over there. Have a good day.